In this video, I'm going to share with you how I was able to double my income in 2022 by following some simple steps that anyone can do. My name is Marianne and I am the founder of Smart Mentoring, which I have built and created from scratch. And in less than 3 years, we have made more than €1,000,000 in sales. Currently, we have a team over 15 people. So today I'm going to share with you how I was able to do that and last year double the income that I made. And actually, that's even more than doubled from the previous year of 2021. And how I was able to do that, stay tuned because I will reveal everything in this video. So the first step was to get really clear on the goals that I set, and I actually 10x'd my goals. So from previous years when I was trying to hit the 10K months, I actually decided that, okay, well this year I'm going to target 100K months. So in the beginning, it's super important that you think about what do you want and what is it. And for me, it was at that point to become a self-made millionaire. And that was my goal. And that made me also set the goal of 100K months. And also what I was thinking was that that would be a moving the needle type of targets, because after I have hit the 100K months in my business, it would really separate my business from the others from my industry and from my markets, because not a lot of people there are getting that kind of results. For me, it was clear that, okay, that will be my goal. And when I got really clarified with that goal, I was actually talking a lot about that to others. I shared that goal with a lot of people and with my own clients, and even though it seemed really like even impossible, and I was like, oh, can I actually share and tell about this to everyone? What if I don't end up reaching that? I still shared that, and I think that was also one big thing that got me to really dedicate and commit to that goal, because I had at that point spoken so much about it and share it also on my social media. And then I just documented my journey towards that goal and ended up reaching that in less than 9 months last year. So that was the first tip and the first thing definitely that I did in order to double my income last year. So what you can do now to make sure that you're going to double your income this year is to set super high, massive goals for yourself. And yeah, that is the first thing definitely, and start talking about that to other people so that you are actually committed in achieving that as well. And the next tip that I can share with you is to research the best ways to actually achieve that goal. It's not as simple as it sounds to figure out how to reach your higher and new goals if you haven't done it before. So of course you can't know how to do it if you haven't done it, so you shouldn't even expect that you're just going to make that and achieve that by doing the same things that you did last year or the year before that, because if you do the same things, you will get similar results than you have gotten previously. And if you want to achieve something new, you need to do new things in order to achieve that. So what I did was Google some help, and I really used some specific Google searches and looked for help for my specific needs in order to actually achieve those 100K months. In that way, I actually found a program which was able to give me the exact sales strategy that I needed, because I thought in that moment that I have so many things already in place, but the only thing that I need is the organic sales strategy. That was actually the thing that I was looking for. So I wanted to do that organically without using paid ads, because I didn't have a lot of money in that point, and I had wasted so much on ads previously in the previous years, and I just now wanted to get there without spending money on ads. So I looked for the best solution for that and found it in January in 2022. my revenue was 2,600 euros, and already in February I made my first 60k month. So the growth was really rapid, and already in that point I had made almost the same amount of sales than the previous year, like the whole previous year. The tip for you to double your income this year is to research the best ways to actually achieve your goals, because you're not going to get there by doing the same things that you have already done, but you need to actually change some things, and there are people who can help you to get there. You just need to find out where they are if you haven't already. And the next thing that I did to double my income last year was to create a clear plan of action with the help that I got. And for me, what it looked like was that I need to validate my new premium offer, because what I decided was that, okay, if I want to grow my revenue to 100k months, and if the previous year was not even a six-figure year, I made actually about 80,000 in 2021. So if I wanted to multiply my monthly revenue, I needed to multiply also my prices. So I needed to go from like a couple of hundred and few hundred euro offers to premium offers. And I had already realized that in the previous fall, when I started and did my first premium offers to some B2B clients. And at that moment, I decided to fully go and focus 100% on premium offers. And I created one, and I needed to validate that offer so that I would actually know that, okay, this is something that I can scale to those 100k months. So in the beginning, my plan was to get 5 paying clients, like nothing else. I only focused on getting 5 clients to that new premium offer. And then I already had the plan that when I get those 5 clients, my focus would be focusing on them getting results. So getting those 5 people really good results, so that I know that, okay, my offer and my program that I did works. And then the next goal was to keep on selling that and get at least 3 months in a row 20k in sales. After I would have done that, I would have been able to hire my first employee to help me with everything and to scale even beyond that. So I had like these step-by-step goals, and the first one was to reach those 5 clients and get those 5 clients, and then I would worry only about them getting the results and then growing the sales even more and getting constantly at least 20,000 euros per month so that I could hire an employee. Like, that is my plan of action at that point. And I actually ended up getting almost 30 people to my first round of my beta program launch. So I exceeded my goal of 5 people, which was already like super good, because then I learned that, okay, well, this sales process actually works, and also that I'm able to get clients. Like, that is the hardest part, I would say. But when you get that right, like, everything is more simple after that. And when I got those clients, I fully focused on all of them getting results, and the results were amazing. It worked as well as it worked with myself, and like, I already validated the sales process by doing it myself, and then I just helped my clients to do the same. And the results that they got, some of my clients got 17,000 euros in the first week they were selling their new program, and someone got like their first 20,000 euro month with having less than 100 followers on Instagram. Like, these crazy results started happening, and that was like compounding the effect that I had, because I had so many test clients who got really good results. So that of course boosted the next step of selling that program with 20K every single month, well, 3 months in a row, so that I can hire my first employee. And that's what I did. So in May 2022, I hired my first full-time employee who started first part-time, and then in June she started full-time as our operations manager, and she still is in our team and has grown like a lot in her position, because our team has grown a lot since then. We currently have the 15 employees, which is really cool. Those were the steps in the beginning, like the plan of action. So you need to have clear plan of action to reach that big massive goal that you first set to yourself, and you can do it right now and double your income this year. So the next step was to start taking steps towards that goal and just implementing the strategy and doing the work that it takes. And it was actually just like I set the goal. I didn't think about that much after that, because then I just focused on the smaller steps that I had set myself. And then to our team, I had the clear vision on my mind that in the end of this year, like, I would be free from the day-to-day, because I have then a bigger team that can take on some things and some tasks from my plate. That vision kept me going also when it was getting tough and harder, because, like, I'm not going to lie, there were some hard times and it was frustrating, and I needed to work a lot to make that happen. But also, when you get the momentum from just doing the work, it really helped to keep going. So what would I say to you in order to double your income this year would be to have clear vision of the moment when you have achieved that bigger goal, and think about it and remind yourself about that every single day. I have this mindset book that I read every single morning. Like, still, I do it today. I have now updated it and updated my new bigger goals in it, but I remind myself of that and wake up thinking about those goals and the bigger vision, because that's what keeps me going, because I know that it's not just today or this week or next month what matters, but it's the bigger vision. And if I just keep going, like, there's no way that it's not going to happen, because when you have that consistency in whatever you do, you will succeed. Like, there's no other option, because the only option to fail is if you, like, stop doing what you're doing. That is not an option for me, or it wasn't an option for me. I remember last year in the springtime when I already had hit my first 100K month. It happened in May. So in January I set myself that goal, and in May I already had achieved that. By the way, I did it by myself. I didn't have any sales closers or sales team in that point. Only one person helping me with the booking the appointments to my calendar, because I used sales calls to do that. So what I remember thinking at that point was that, well, maybe I would be able to build this business and grow the revenue to maybe 400,000 or 500,000 this year. And we ended up reaching almost 900 euros, like the revenue. And it was like almost doubled. Well, it was more than doubled what I even thought last year. So I think I actually more than doubled my income last year. Yeah, that is the truth. It seems like too good to be true. It's more easy to speak about like doubling your income, but actually it was more. I only had that one goal, which was to reach those 100K months. And after it started happening over and over again, and I got consistent with it, and I can't say that I only got like myself alone, because I had the team, and we started with our sales team from July 2022. And after that, I have not done sales consistently myself because I've had the team doing that. So at some point, it seems really like a passive income stream coming in because there was salespeople closing the deals instead of me. So the next step is to just stay motivated and focus on that goal. Like that is what I did. I only had that one goal, and now I've been able to start seeing even bigger goals after the 100K months. You just need to stay focused and motivated to reaching your goal. How do you do that is by doing the daily mindset work. Doing that and manifesting the idea of you already being there and visualizing the life, what it's going to look like when you already are there. It's just super powerful, and you can't forget that. Like there's all these strategies and everything you can have and those tactics, but it all comes down to your inner work. When I talked with my friends and I talk with some potential clients, like the only thing usually stopping us is ourselves. We are doing that for ourselves and stopping us from achieving our goals because there are some limiting beliefs that we have that it's not possible, it's not us. And I really want to be the inspiration and the motivation. And if you need a sign, like this is the sign that if I could do that, I hope that you see that as an example that you can do it too. I did it mostly in like super niche and small markets of my own home country, Finland, where there's only like 5 million people in the whole country. And I was able to create this 7-figure business there. So I'm pretty sure that if you're doing it anywhere else, like there's probably more people than that. And the last tip that I would say that was helping me to double my income in 2022 was to remember to celebrate my success along the way. That's something that my previous mentor taught me, that just remember to celebrate even the smallest wins that you have, because we usually forget that. And I would say that I could have celebrated more than I did, but still even in my mind, I celebrated those smallest wins, and I was so excited to every single client win that our clients got, or my own sales results that I got. I every time hyped and was happy about those, because those are the things that keep us going. There's always going to be struggles and the hard days, but if you find even one little thing to celebrate, it's going to be good for you and your mental state when you're growing and building your business beyond 6 and 7 figures, and that is what you need. And if you ask me, because I think this is interesting, I really liked hearing this type of tips from other entrepreneurs, like what was the main reason or thing that enabled me to double my income and actually 10x the results from the past year, was definitely having really strong mindset shift in a way that I think about what's possible and what's not possible for me, and then just believing in that and having the faith when doing the work. Because I think the work itself, it's pretty simple, it's pretty like basic, it's not that special, but when you have done the mindset shift and you have the faith that, okay, well, if I do this, there's no option than like succeeding. Just keep on trying and finding and figuring out the ways that it's more effective and getting better results. If I just keep looking for the ways, like I'm going to find those ways, and there's no other option. So I would say that is definitely the one main piece of advice going from almost 6 figures to 7 figures, and from 10K months to 100K months. In that phase, you just need to put in the work. And after that, check the strategy and move some things around, getting new tactics and everything. But before that, it's just doing constantly the same work and same basic things over and over again. And if you need advice on like what you should do, like what are the steps and what were the sales strategies, like don't hesitate booking a call from the link that I have below in the video description. We are helping and giving you advice free in our strategy sessions. I'm not saying that we are going to even work with you if you book that session, because we are really specific on who we take as our clients, because we have learned after serving hundreds of people that what type of entrepreneurs are actually the ones that we get results. So we only want to work with those because we want to guarantee the results as well. And we are working with everyone until they actually get the results. So that's the reason that we actually are really selective with the people that we work with. And that's also one secret to really great client results. When you are selective, you are more likely to get the client's results. Yeah, definitely. So if you want to check that out, don't hesitate to do that. Yeah, let's talk in the next video. I hope that you had some valuable tips from this video, and we will see in the next one. Bye bye.